In this video for lesson 4.2, we're on page 101, and we're going to be working through number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. In exercises 7 and 8, graph triangle JKL. I went ahead and did that on my two graphs, so you are going to want to pause the video and do that as well. Keep in mind that these graphs count by twos, so just be careful when you're graphing these points. The graph does count by twos. We're going to graph the image after the glide reflection. So remember, glide reflections, all they are is when we take a pre-image and we first do a translation as our first transformation, and then we take that image and reflect it to get our final image. So in number 7, we're going to take triangle JKL, and the first thing we're going to do is translate it using this rule. We're going to slide it. And looking at the rule, it tells us that we're going to move this triangle 6 units left because we're subtracting 6 from our x-coordinates, and we're going to move it 1 unit down because we're subtracting 1 unit from our y-coordinates. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to go ahead and take each point and slide them 6 units left and 1 unit down. So J, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 units left, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 unit down. I'm going to label it with a J prime. K is going to move 6 units left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 unit down. Oh, I kind of ran into my label. K prime. And then L is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units left and 1 unit down. So this is not my final image. I now have to take this pink triangle and do a reflection. I need to reflect this pink triangle over the line y equals -1. Remember, this is going to be a horizontal line at a y value of -1. So on my graph, on the y-axis, here is a y value of -1. Remember, we're counting by twos on this graph. So the line of reflection that I need to flip my pink triangle over is this line here. So when I'm done, it will be on this side of the line of reflection. So I'll start with K prime. K prime is 1, 2 units above the line of reflection. So K double prime will be 1, 2 units below that line of reflection. J prime is 1 unit above the line of reflection. So J double prime will be 1 unit below the line of reflection. L prime is 1, 2, 3 units above the line of reflection. So L double prime will be 1, 2, 3 units below the line of reflection. And I'm going to go ahead and connect. So this is our final image. Number 8, we're going to take the same triangle, but this time our translation tells us that, hey, we're not going to move it left or right at all. Notice nothing is being added or subtracted to the x-coordinate. All we are going to do in this translation is slide this triangle 4 units down. So I'm going to do that first. So L is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 units down to become L prime. J is going to move 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And K will move 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. To become K prime. So you can see it just slid 4 units down. Now I'm going to take my pink triangle and do a reflection over the line x equals 1. This is going to be a vertical line at an x value of positive 1. So I'm going to go to my x-axis. Where is there an x value of positive 1? That's right here. Remember, it counts by 2's. So my line of reflection is this vertical line here. So my pink triangle is going to flip left to right to be on this side of the purple line when we're done. Okay. Now L prime is on the line of reflection. Remember, if you're on the line of reflection, that point just stays there. So L double prime will also be at this point. So I'm also going to label this L double prime. J prime is 1, 2 units to the right of the line of reflection. So J double prime will be 1, 2 units to the left of the line of reflection. K prime is 1, 2, 3 units to the right of the line of reflection. So K double prime will be 1, 2, 3 units to the left of the line of reflection. I'm going to go ahead and connect. I know it's kind of hard to see. Here's my final image. All right, in exercises 9 through 12, identify the line of symmetry. Remember, the line of symmetry is where we could fold the figure. So when it folds completely on top of itself. I went ahead and I made these words a little bit bigger because they're kind of small on the paper. So first we want to ask ourselves, is there anywhere we could fold the word moon so it would be symmetrical and it would fold on top of itself? We couldn't fold it vertically because M would not match up on top of N. We couldn't fold it horizontally because the O's would match, but the M and the N, if you were to fold the paper, it would not. It would kind of look like that, and that would not fold on top of itself. So number 9 is no, there is no line of symmetry. In number 10, I could imagine taking the word wow, and if I folded it right down the middle here, if I took this half of the word and I flipped it and folded it over, the W would match on top of the W and the O would fold on top of itself. So the line of reflection in number 10 goes vertically right down the middle of the word. For the word kid, a vertical line would not work, right? K would not fold to match up on top of D. However, if you were to fold it horizontally and fold the bottom half of these letters, they would map on top of themselves, right? This part of the D would fold on top of the top. I would map onto itself, and this portion of the K would map onto itself. So this has one line of reflection or line of symmetry that goes horizontally through the middle of the word. Number 12, the word dock is similar to the word kid. You could fold it horizontally through the middle. D would map on top of itself. O would fold on top of itself. C would fold on top of itself. And K would fold on top of itself. So the only one that did not have a line of symmetry was the first word.